Now, good afternoon. Our topic for today is all about the Pythagorean Theorem. As you can see in our presentation, we have the formula of Pythagorean Theorem. And we also see a right triangle. Now, this is a right triangle. We call it a right triangle because it contains a right angle. The right angle is located here Ayan yung tinatawag na right angle. The measure of a right angle is 90 degrees. The little square in the angle tells you it is a right angle. About 2,500 years ago, a Greek mathematician named Pythagoras discovered a special relationship between the sides of right triangle. Ito na ngayon tinatawag na Pythagorean Theorem. Paano ba na-derive yung formula ng Pythagorean Theorem na a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, or c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared? Paano daw na-derive yung formula na yon? Now, i-derive natin. For example, hindi pa natin alam yung formula ng Pythagorean Theorem. Paano natin siya kukunin o i-derive gamit lang yung right triangle? Na-derive kasi yung formula ng Pythagorean Theorem sa right triangle. Kaya sinabi dun na relationship between the sides of right triangle. For example, meron ako ditong right triangle. Ayan. This vertical line from here to here, tawagin natin siya si A. And from point here hanggang dito, tawagin natin siyang line B. From dito hanggang dito, tawagin natin siyang line C. Napangalanan na natin yung mga side niya. We have side A, side B, and side C. Kapag pinaikot ko yan, itong triangle na yan, right triangle na paganto, di ba nandyan siya, dito siya nag-start, paganto siya, paganyan. Di ba? Makabubuo tayo ng ilang right angle? Makakabuo tayo ng 4, di ba? Kapag pinaikot natin yan, magiging ganito yung itsura niya. For example, ito. Ayan. Ilagay natin siya dito. Ito siya. Ayan. Kapag inikot ko to, pag ganito, di ba? Ano siya? Magiging ganito siya. Ayan na yung right triangle natin. Kapag pinaikot ko pa siya from this direction, ito na siya. Ayan. Kapag pinaikot ko pa din siya, sa side na to or sa direction na to, magiging ganyan na siya. Based on the illustration, nakabuo tayo ng malaking square, large square, and small square using yung right triangle. Kapag pinaikot mo siya ng counterclockwise, ganito yung figure na mabubuo natin. Ilang right triangle ang meron sa atin? We have 4. Diba? Ito yun. I-shade ko. Ito yung 4 na right triangle. Ayan. And we have a small square. Meron tayong 4 na right triangle and isang small square. Ito, nag-come up ito na figure dahil dito sa ating right triangle. Ngayon, i-drawing ulit natin siya. Ayan. Diba? In this side, ito munang tignan natin na right triangle, yung una. Ayan. Diba? Ito yung side A, side B, and side C natin. In this part, nasaan si side A, side B, and side C? Here, side A is here, and side B is here. At ito ulit ay si side C. Next, in this right triangle, ito naman, pangatlo, ayan. Ito si side A, si side B, and si side C. And our last right triangle is this our side A and side B. Using this illustration, we makakapag-derive na tayo or makakapag-equate na tayo ng formula ng Pythagorean or Pythagorean Theorem. Ang kailangan natin gawin is kailangan natin makuha yung area ng triangle and ng area ng square. Eh ano ba yung formula ng area ng square? Di ba ano lang yan? A square paano naman natin makukuha yung area ng triangle? What's the area of triangle? We have 1/2 AB, right? Ano pa? Yan yung kailangan nating knowledge dun sa figure para ma-equate natin or ma-derive natin yung formula ng Pythagorean Theorem. Now, dito sa area ng square, meron tayong small and large. Paano yan? Paano natin makukuha yung area ng small square and yung area ng large square? Saan ba yung small square? Diba ito si small square? Ito yan. Yan yung small square natin. Paano naman si large square? Ito si large square. Ayan. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila is ang merong label or merong side dun sa small square ay silang. Pero sa large square, meron tayong A and B. Paano natin makukuha yung area nila ngayon yan? For the area of small square, we have, based on the illustration, all the side of square is C. Mean to say this is C squared. Paano natin makukuha yung area of large square? Since meron tayong A and B here. A and B, A and B, A and B. Paano natin makukuha yung area niyan? Just add the two variable. We have A plus B squared. Ngayon, paano natin makukuha naman ngayon yung area ng triangle? The area of one triangle is equal to 1/2 AB or AB over 2. Nakuha. Now, alam na natin kung ano yung kailangan nating mga given para makuha yung area ng square. We have large square is equal to the area of triangle of the triangles plus the area of the small square. Ano ba yung area ng large square? Diba the area of large square is ito. We have A plus B squared is equal to triangles. Ilan ba yung triangles na meron dun sa figure? We have 4 and the area of triangle is 1/2 AB. Saan nakuha yung 4? Dahil may 4 tayong right triangle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Plus small square. Yung small square natin is equal to C square. Ayan. Now, di ba the equivalent of this binomial, we have A plus B, A plus B. Then, after nyan, i-expand natin siya. Is equal to 4 times 1 all over 2, that is 2AB plus C squared. Now, using the FOIL method, diba? FOIL method, A times A times B times A, B times B. Nakuha. Using the FOIL, we have A squared plus A times B, that is AB, plus B times A, that is AB, and B times B, that is B squared, is equal to 2AB plus C squared. AB plus AB, that is A squared plus 2AB. Ito, yan yun. 2AB plus B squared is equal to 2AB plus C squared. Now, ano mangyayari sa 2AB natin? Kapag nilipat natin yung 2AB sa right hand side, di ba makakancel na yan? Cancel. Makakancel na to. Anong natira? Yung natira sa left hand side natin is A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Now, itong formula na to, ito na yung tinatawag na Pythagorean Theorem. Ganyan na-derive si Pythagorean Theorem gamit si right triangle. Saan ang galing yung Pythagorean Theorem? Sa right triangle. Ganyan siya na-equate. Ganyan siya na-derive. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Now, Pythagorean theorem, it is a well-known geometric theorem that the sum of the squares on the legs of a right triangle is equal the square on the hypotenuse. The side opposite the right angle, di ba? Kapag ilolocate natin or hahanapin natin sa hypotenuse, nandun lang siya sa side opposite the right angle. Or in familiar notation, we have A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. This is the formula of Pythagorean theorem. Now, Pythagoras realized that if you have a right triangle, you need to square the legs or the two legs of a right triangle. You square the lengths of the two sides that make up the right angle. After that, add them together. You get the same number you would get by squaring the other side. Kapag yung dalawang legs mo ay in-square mo, dapat daw yung isang part din ng triangle ay square mo. Kapag in-square natin yung magiging 5 squared siya. 3 squared plus 4 squared is equal to 5 squared. Now, is that correct? 3 squared is equal to 9. Plus 4 squared is 16. Is equal to 5 squared is 25. 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. Is equal to 25. Meaning to say, malalaman natin kung gamit yung Pythagorean theorem, dapat daw mag-equal si left hand side at si right hand side. It is, and it is true for any, again, this is a note, magagamit lang natin siya kapag right triangle siya. Kapag right triangle, kapag hindi siya right triangle, hindi natin magagamit yung Pythagorean Theorem. Saan lang siya magagamit? Kapag sa mga right triangle. Kapag hindi right triangle, meron tayong ibang theorem na pwedeng gamitin. Yan, the two sides which come together in a right angle are called, ayan, are called legs. The lengths of the legs are usually called A and B. And the side across from the right angle is called the hypotenuse. And the length of the hypotenuse is usually labeled letter C. The relationship Pythagoras discovered is now called the Pythagorean Theorem. The Pythagorean Theorem says, given the right triangle with legs A and B and hypotenuse C, now for example, suppose you drive directly west for 48 miles, then turn south and drive for 36 miles. How far are you from where you started? Now in this problem, pinapakuha is C or si hypotenuse. Using the formula or using the Pythagorean Theorem, we will now find or mahahanap natin yung unknown variable. Kung saan yung unknown variable dito ay si letter C or si hypotenuse. Ayan. Using the Pythagorean Theorem, we have 48 squared plus 36 squared is equal to C squared. Can you see that we have a right triangle? The hypotenuse is equal to 60 miles. Now for second example, find the length of the diagonal of the rectangle. Diagonal. Kapag hinati natin yung rectangle, makakabuo tayo ng right triangle. And binigay yung letter side B that is equal to 15 inches and side A that is equal to 8 inches. And the diagonal of rectangle is unknown. Ayun yung pinapahanap. If the side A is 8 and the side B is 15, ano daw yung hypotenuse or yung side C? Kung ano yung value na meron sa isang right triangle natin, ay yun din ang meron dun sa isa nating right triangle. Using the Pythagorean Theorem, we have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. 15 squared is equal to 225 plus 8 squared, that is 64, is equal to c squared. C squared is equal to 289. And square both side para makancel yung squared ng c para ma-isolate natin si variable c or si hypotenuse. Magiging square root of 289. The Square root of 289 is equal to 17. Mean to say the diagonal of the rectangle is equal to 17 inches. Therefore, the length of a diagonal of the rectangle is equal to 17 inches.